otherwise I'll do my best. So what I've deemed this project, I have called it Findings and Correlations to Fish Deaths. Alright, so for our initial consult that we have talked about this problem is that we have had many dead fish that have been consistently showing up on our beach for the past several weeks. So we are currently concerned about how this is affecting our animals. We are also concerned about how the water might be affecting humans that have been swimming in it as well. So we decided on a process. The first thing we did was collect water samples, and we collected samples from the dead fish as well. Then we made a decision to test the samples for different types of toxins to see if anything would come up. And samples were taken over a period of a week, and they were taken by date and time so that we could be consistent with our experiment. So the compound testing was done. Multiple tests were performed to see what toxic compounds can be present in the water, but we did kind of have a suspicion about a specific one, and that was called rotonin. So rotonin is a type of chemical that is found in subtropical plants. It's typically found in the seeds, the roots, and the leaves of the plant. And it is used as a fish killer. It's kind of like an insecticide or a pesticide. I do have a little note in here from PubChem that says that rotonin is an odorless, colorless, crystalline isoflavin, and it is used as a broad-spectrum insecticide, pesticide, and pesticide. So it is a very common toxin. And then the testing that you would perform to detect rotenone is ultraviolet and infrared analysis. So liquid chromatography was used to separate individual compounds, and then we use ultraviolet detection to find the quantity of the rotonin that was present. So our findings were that so the tests that we performed were positive for rotonin in the water, and it was present in the fish samples as well. It was a rather high amount that was found, and it was consistent over all the samples that we gathered throughout the week. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about rotonin so you kind of get a better idea of the chemical breakdown of it and what it's actually affecting and how it's causing these issues. So the chemical makeup of rotonin is C23, H22, and O6. Basically, that's just like the chemical breakdown of it as a whole with structure. So it is a mitochondrial reductase inhibitor, toxin, and metabolite. So basically what rotonin does is it makes it so the plant or insect or animal or person, whoever, that ingests it is not able to process oxygen, so cellular respiration is not able to take place, so they're not able to breathe, essentially suffocating you. One thing that I did make a note of when doing a little bit of research that was rotonin is not typically fatal to humans only because the human body usually reacts by vomiting whenever it's ingested, so it typically doesn't get a chance to really set in. It is fatal if obviously it is not, really pushed from the body. But primarily we're seeing fish deaths. So primarily we're seeing these fish deaths, which can make sense because the rotonin is being dissolved within the water and it's being passed through the fish's gills, and obviously the fish is not able to process the oxygen that's being pulled in, and they're dying because of it. So whenever we talk about rotonin and why it does kill, we kind of touched on it already as to it inhibits oxygen transfer and cellular respiration. If cellular respiration cannot take place, the fish cannot move the oxygen, they quickly die. Obviously, fish have a little bit different of a physical makeup than humans, so they are not able to regurgitate the toxin and it's breathed in directly, so they don't have a chance for it to be non-fatal. I think it's interesting that we did find that it disrupts the microtubule cytoskeleton, so it kind of causes a deformity in the cytoskeleton of the cells. So again, it makes it so that oxygen can't process through. And I know the big question that everybody had was, how is this going to affect humans and our tourists that come to the beach? The question is it really going to affect them? It will to a certain extent. The water is definitely not safe to swim in. It's not safe to be anywhere near, especially because we are consistently bringing in new deaths of these animals every day. But lethal damage can occur to humans. So there are naturally occurring amounts of rotonin in the environment. However, the levels of rotonin that we found within our research, within our samples, are enormous compared to what would be found typically in the environment. So basically, the idea of what we've come to is somebody has to have been adding it to the water for it to become this big of a problem. Our recommendation from the guild is to contact local authorities and maybe start an investigation to see if they can find out who is doing this, why they're doing it, and hopefully they can nip it in the bud and we can start purification and hopefully get this